economic and trade between China and Indonesia. Karima, who lives in Java, Indonesia, often purchases goods from China on the internet. Her panda phone case and birthday cards sent to friends all come from China. Karima believes that Chinese products have prices and transportation speed that captivate her. The two panda phone cases I bought from China, along with shipping costs, only cost 47,388 Indonesian rupees, approximately 21.2 yuan. They arrived in about 2 weeks, which is very incredible. This is even cheaper and faster than the products I bought from other islands in Indonesia. Karima said that young Indonesian people, including many of her friends, are passionate about using e-commerce platforms such as Shopee and JD.com to purchase goods from China. She can blurt out the names and geographical locations of Chinese cities, such as Guangdong, Shenzhen, Shanghai, and Chongqing. I often see these cities when tracking transportation routes. Shenzhen is closest to me, but regardless of where I depart, the transportation speed is very fast. Indonesia, with a population of over 270 million, is the largest e-commerce market in Southeast Asia. In recent years, the Indonesian e-commerce market has been hot. In 2022, Indonesia's e-commerce transaction volume will reach $59 billion, ranking 9th in the world. Data shows that in 2021, about 25% of Indonesian consumers chose to purchase goods across borders, with cross-border e-commerce accounting for about 20% of the total e-commerce proportion. The most popular source of cross-border goods is China. The Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, RCEP, has officially entered into force for Indonesia. According to the agreement, Indonesia will implement immediate zero tariffs on 65.1% of products originating from China, and China will also implement immediate zero tariffs on 67.9% of products originating from Indonesia. Both foreign trade enterprises in both countries can enjoy preferential import tax reduction and exemption. China and Indonesia are good neighbors, friends, and partners across the sea. In recent years, with the comprehensive connection between the Belt and Road Initiative and Indonesia's concept of global maritime fulcrum, China-Indonesia economic and trade cooperation has achieved fruitful results. Indonesian ambassador to China Zhou Hali recently introduced in an interview that the bilateral trade volume in 2022 reached $149.4 billion, an increase of 20.16% compared to the previous year. China has become Indonesia's largest trading partner for 10 consecutive years. At the 5th China International Import Expo, Indonesian companies brought bird's nest, coffee, palm oil, tropical fruits, etc., which were once again loved by Chinese consumers. Investment cooperation is also a highlight of China-Indonesia economic and trade cooperation. In recent years, Chinese enterprises have invested in a wide range of fields in Indonesia, including agriculture, mining and metallurgy, electricity, real estate, manufacturing, industrial parks, digital economy, etc. The steady implementation of a large number of projects has not only absorbed a large number of Indonesian labor employment, but also assisted in the transformation of Indonesia's economic structure. Zhou Hali stated that in 2022, mainland China ranked as the second largest investor in Indonesia, with an investment amount of $8.2 billion, an increase of 156.25% year-on-year. According to the consensus reached at the 4th meeting of the Joint Committee on Bilateral Cooperation between China and Indonesia, China is willing to further expand the import of Indonesian bulk commodities and high-quality agricultural and fishery products according to market needs, encourage Chinese enterprises to invest in Indonesia, expand cooperation in infrastructure, green development, digital economy, healthcare and other fields, create highlights of maritime cooperation, and promote the accelerated resumption of fisheries cooperation. Indonesia is also an important partner in jointly building the Belt and Road. Yunwanzhou High-Speed Railway is a landmark project of high-quality joint construction of the Belt and Road between China and Indonesia. It is also a vivid portrayal of China, together with neighboring countries, adhering to the principle of joint consultation, joint construction and sharing, and deepening mutually beneficial and win-win cooperation. The Yuan High-Speed Railway is the first high-speed railway between Indonesia and Southeast Asia, connecting the capital of Indonesia, Jakarta, and the capital of West Java Province, Bandung. After its completion and opening to traffic, the travel time from Jakarta to Bandung will be reduced from over 3 hours to 40 minutes. This not only effectively alleviates the traffic pressure along the Jakarta-Bandung route, creates convenient and efficient travel conditions for local people, but also helps optimize the local investment environment, drive commercial and tourism development along the route, and accelerate the formation of a high-speed rail economic corridor. Indonesia is the economy with the largest population and total economic output in ASEAN, and is also the pioneer of the 21st century maritime Silk Road. China and Indonesia have strong economic complementarity and great potential for economic and trade cooperation, especially in terms of competitiveness in technology-intensive and capital-intensive products. Indonesia has a comparative advantage in resource-intensive and labor-intensive products. Under the RCEP framework, ASEAN countries such as China and Indonesia should leverage their complementary advantages, increase inter-regional trade, and promote mutual investment, thereby further promoting their respective economic and employment growth. In terms of specific fields, Indonesia's energy and resource products, such as palm oil and coal, are large commodities exported to China. Other agricultural and forestry products, mineral products, as well as labor-intensive products such as textiles and clothing, bags, shoes and hats, are also being exported to China. China's comparative advantage over Indonesia is mainly reflected in the export of mechanical and electrical products and industrial manufactured goods. For example, many engineering projects in Indonesia's power station construction are undertaken by Chinese enterprises, and the large equipment and related products that are matched with these projects need to be imported from China in large quantities. In January 2022, the People's Bank of China and the Bank of Indonesia renewed their bilateral local currency swap agreement, aiming to facilitate trade and investment between the two countries and maintain financial market stability. The scale of the agreement is 250 billion RMB/550 trillion Indonesian rupiah, with a validity period of 3 years, which can be extended upon mutual agreement. Since 2013, China has maintained Indonesia's position as the largest trading partner for 9 consecutive years. According to Indian statistics, the trade volume between China and Indonesia accounted for 25.72% of Indonesia's total trade volume in 2021. China has maintained Indonesia's largest source of imports for 12 consecutive years. In 2021, imports from China accounted for 28.66% of Indonesia's total imports. China has become Indonesia's largest export destination for 6 consecutive years. Country of origin. In 2021, Indonesia's exports to China accounted for 23.23% of its total exports. According to Chinese customs statistics, the import and export trade volume between China and Indonesia in 2021 reached $124.43 billion, a year-on-year increase of 58.6%. Among them, China exported $60.67 billion to Indonesia, a year-on-year increase of 48.1%. China imported $63.76 billion from Indonesia, a year-on-year increase of 70.1%. Major Chinese-funded enterprises in Indonesia. China National Petroleum Corporation Indonesia Office. China National Offshore Oil Southeast Asia Company, Ltd. Bank of China Jakarta Branch. Industrial and Commercial Bank of China, Indonesia, Limited. China Construction Bank, Indonesia, Company, Ltd. Huawei Technology Investment, Indonesia, Company. ZTE Indonesia Subsidiary. China Road and Bridge Corporation Indonesia Office. Indonesia Representative Office of China Hydroelectric Construction Group International Engineering Company, Ltd. COSCO Indonesia Branch.